651, a decade before the end of slavery, Wisconsin was leading the way for equal rights in America. A key moment in that struggle happened in the heart of downtown Milwaukee.
As our Steve Shamraz shows us, it's a lesson from history that's worth remembering today.
In a corner of Milwaukee's Cathedral Square stands a simple sign marking the spot of a great rebellion and the remarkable story of an escaped slave named Joshua Glover.
Milwaukee's first county courthouse was right here.
Milwaukee historian George Ganis met us on the spot where that history happened, March 11th, 1854. The old courthouse was the site of a jailbreak that would help sow the seeds of the end of slavery.
And we're kind of, from what I recall, on the jail side where Joshua Glover was actually imprisoned.
Joshua Glover was a fugitive slave from Missouri who by 1851 made it to Racine. Glover lived and worked there until March of 1854, when he was arrested to be sent back south. But Milwaukee's anti-slavery allies put up a fight. Saturday morning, the excitement commenced, an old newspaper story goes. George Ganis says it was nothing short of remarkable.
5,000 people gathered. That was about a quarter to a third of the entire Milwaukee population at the time. So think about that. No phones, no cars, no nothing. And in a matter of a few hours, 5,000 people gather here to free Joshua Glover.
The crowd demanded Glover's freedom. When the jailers would not comply, they did it themselves. A skillful application of a pickaxe or two and a few stout hands effected an entrance into the jail. Glover was found and freed, bound for Canada on the Underground Railroad.
Other states snuck and did it at nighttime, did it out the back door. Wisconsin's the only one that stood out front.
Claiborne Benson runs the Wisconsin Black Historical Society. He sees the freeing of Joshua Glover as a pivotal moment in American history, as Wisconsin became the first state in the Union to reject the federal Fugitive Slave Act. White settlers stood firm with African Americans against slavery.
Religious reasons, political reasons in terms of Republican Party philosophy, free soilists, and many of them felt the sting of enslavement in their family from years back in Europe.
They were pro-franchise for African Americans. They were pro-equal justice for African Americans. And kind of unusual for the time, most of them were highly critical of racist names and epithets.
Allies who helped set the nation on the road to abolishing slavery. Something to honor and remember as America works again toward a more perfect union.
I'm not saying we need another monument. I'm simply saying that we should use it as a method of educating and inspiring people to work together, because it wasn't just black people who got Glover out of jail.
That was our Steve Shamraz. In addition to the sign at Cathedral Square, Glover's story is commemorated in a mural. It's under I-43 at McKinley, just up the street from Fiserv Forum.